For some strange reason, Drew throws a post to Ted again in double coverage. You know, that's unacceptable to me. You know, we got to hold Drew to a certain standard.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I'm not going to get caught up with some of the hoopla like some of the fans are talking about. Look, Drew Brees need to retire. He's sad. We don't need him. I'm not going to go that far, but Sean Payton needs to figure out if keeping Drew Brees is going to be beneficial for the Saints offense going forward. Because what's going to end up happening is people are going to start taking this blueprint that the Cowboys did the year before last, what the Vikings did to us. They made sure they kept everything condensed. Because it ain't no secret.
Atlanta did a similar thing to them the first time they played.
It ain't no secret that we're an intermediate route team.
Right.
And so
there's no deep threat on that team. There's no one who can stretch the field.
Right. Well, Deontay Harris can do it. He can do it.
The problem is you don't have the quarterback to get it deep.
Exactly. And so Drew Brees, do I think he could still be a top quarterback in the league? Yes. But when you play against teams, because it's easier said than done, when you play against teams that have the personnel, which the Vikings do. To beat the Saints, what do you have to have? You have to have 4 down linemen that can rush the passer without y'all having a blitz. You have to have 2 physical corners. Xavier Rhodes, even though he's having a down year, Xavier Rhodes had a good game on Sunday.
Yeah.
Trey Wayne, not so much a physical corner, but he's a solid speed corner in his league. And you got somebody like Harrison Smith on the back end, who's a headhunter and can play over the top, understand situational football.
Anthony Barr.
You got somebody like Anthony Barr who can play in space, who can blitz. They had the personnel to beat the Saints.
Right.
Now, everybody don't have that personnel.
Correct.
So, I'm saying all that to say, Sean Payton going to have to figure out what does he want this offense to look like going forward. We do need to add another playmaker at the receiving position. That's no secret. But you don't tell me that the Saints couldn't make a Super Bowl run with this team. We could have made a run, but we ran up against a team that had the personnel to stop what we do, and that's throw intermediate. We want to run the ball. They controlled the line of scrimmage against us. That's what they did, and that's why we lost on Sunday. Going to the last play of the game. Listen, I felt like when we stopped them on the first 2 downs, when they came out and they split Kyle Rudolph out, split wide with P.J. Williams, they should have been running on the field to call timeout. Timeout. It ain't no secret. P.J. Williams can't guard my son in his sleep. Okay, we know that. So why even put him in that situation? So all these fans that want to get on P.J. Williams, look, that was the call.
That's the call.
He had to play the call. Did Kyle Rudolph push off? Yeah, he pushed off. But why even put him in that position? Dennis Allen? Why not call a timeout, move Charlie Gardner-Johnson out there, who's more physical, okay, who's been having a pretty good rookie season, put him out there on Kyle Rudolph, and now I will deal with that before I deal with P.J. Williams on Kyle Rudolph. Yeah, we got screwed. Yeah, they should have called pass interference, but stop. Look, we got to stop feeling sorry for ourselves. Let's stop feeling sorry for ourselves. Stop trying to put the blame, everything on the refs. We had our chances in that game to win the game, okay? We was 8-point favorites, and we didn't take care of business in the dome, and that's what it come down to.
I'm going to tell you this. On that pass interference, I don't care what y'all say. To me, it was a good no call. Because if you can't ask for pass interference right there, because if you do, guess what? Michael Thomas probably deserves about 20 for this season. Look at how he runs his route. He's a physical route runner. It's been look. He's not fast. He's not like
he just runs with no wasted motion.
You know what I'm saying? He's more physical and stronger than any cornerback out there. And when he cuts, he uses that offense. Look, there's a lot of catches that you see that forearm coming out and him and the DB falling and he catching and he's wide open. I'm just look. If you want to call a spade, I'm a true Saints fan. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying. Look,
you're just speaking facts.
Stop looking. I just feel like every time that we lose, especially in a game like this, first of all, we're looking for the refs to bail us out.
Right.
2, we want to overshadow Drew Brees. Look, he is human. Okay, take that motherfucker off the pedestal. We had 2 turnovers in the game. He was the cause of both of them. Andrews Pete
It
got
was
work.
2 bad turnovers.
Yeah.
You know, Andrews Pete got work, and Sean Payton won't run the damn ball.
So you, in the heart of hearts, you really don't think that was pass interference?
To me, to be honest with you, and a lot of people don't. A lot of people like the guy that called last year, Ron Ram. You know, he won't say it, but it's true. It's just like basketball. It's a regular season pass interference.
I gotta disagree. If you go back and look at that replay,
Because they both, because Williams was grabbing 2.
But the thing is, he extended it.
Rudolph initiated the contact, and dog, he's 6'5", 6'6". PJ Williams 5'11". Dude, his arm clearly extends out, and he clearly got an advantage by pushing him.
It extended.
Okay, listen, that's not why we lost.
No.
Let me make that clear.
Right.
That's not why we lost.
I get what you're saying, but
That's not what we lost. But that definitely was pass interference, and he definitely gave that advantage.
But here's the thing. Here's what we got to start looking at.
It is what it is.
Minnesota got down there by a big play by Adam Thielen. We're talking about a 40-yard plus play. And
off of who?
That was Patrick Robinson, actually.
And, Marshawn Lattimore got hurt the play before because Marcus Williams ran into his knee or something, or his ankle.
Right.
Marcus Williams got to go.
You get some of the things that you got to give credit to the Vikings. When they needed a big play, they got it. When they needed a big play to get down the field, they were able to create that big play. The big play that the Saints had in this football game was the one that Deontay Harris down the field with Taysom Hill. Actually, if Taysom Hill throws the ball a second or two earlier, he walks into the end zone. There's no way that Harrison Smith or Xavier Rhodes catches up. Xavier Rhodes is 5 yards spinning to the left, and if the ball is on time, he walks into the end zone. Then Taysom Hill that had that super ninja play. I mean, he had broke all those tackles on the left hash side of the field and turns around, then Drew Brees comes from the football. What you're looking at is big plays coming from guys that were throughout the regular season. They're not their star guys. Not that Taysom Hill is not white uptown, but he's not a star in their offense. You know,
I disagree with that.
No, he's a playmaker, but
he's an X factor.
He's an X factor. He's an X factor.
If you get the X factor, you'll start.
But I can't call somebody a star who gets 10 or 15 snaps on offense. I can't call somebody a star that.
If a defensive coordinator has to spend time for what you do, for how you think about it. In one series, he threw the damn he ran for a first down.
Right.
He drew the 50-yard play, and then he got the key block to spring Kamara for a touchdown.
Well, he is a triple threat.
He's a Swiss Army knife.
He's a triple threat. He runs, he catches, and he throws. But that's going back to what I'm saying. Listen, Taysom Hill has more receiving touchdowns than every other receiver on the team that's not named Michael Thomas. This is an issue. You can't have your third string quarterback / running back / receiver / quarterback who's the second leading receiver in touchdowns on this football team going forward. The big plays came from the guys that we're not accustomed to seeing on offense. Alvin Kamara should have had more big plays. He had a total of 50 yards, and he had at least 20 touches. 50 yards for a guy who had 20 touches, who was their impact player on that offense, can't be. You can't expect to win games. You need impact plays from them. Jared Cook was they didn't use him more. They didn't give him more opportunities to do what he can do best in this situation. You're going to need more from those guys to try to go out there and win football games. You know what happened when Adam Thielen came back? They got him the football. When Dalvin Cook got cooking real in the first half. Second half, they made the adjustments. But Dalvin Cook almost had 90 yards rushing in that first half. They relied on the guys that were the impact star players, the people they are paying. The Saints going forward are going to need to find another guy who can get 1,000 yards on that team. That's the Michael Thomas. They got to find a 1,000-yard receiver, and they got to find a way to still get guys like Alvin Kamara.
I don't think you need another guy to get 1,000 yards. Look, Michael Evans and Godwin both had 1,000 yards receiving this year, and what he was watching playoffs.
That's because the quarterback got just as many turnovers.
I'm just saying.
That's not their fault. That's not their fault.
When we won the Super Bowl, we didn't have 2,000-yard receivers.
Again, I don't think
we don't need 2,000-yard receivers.
You need two different skill sets. You need a guy that can win one-on-one matchups and make, i.e. Will Fuller.
And
when you look at what the Houston Texans got.
He had 900 yards.
But you think about
when we had Meacham and Dever Henderson.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Think about like Meacham had like almost 1,000 yards 1 year. But think about let's not kid ourselves and act like he was
a number one receiver.
Like Xing up people. It was a scheme. We would run the ball, boom, boom, boom. get people to eye in on the tight end in the receiver, and then boom, there go your deep. Or the formations that Sean Payton puts out there is phenomenal. The formations forces matchups, and then you take advantage of that.
But everything on his offense is an intermediate game. Everything on his offense runs from the line of scrimmage to the first 10 yards.
And that's because Drew Brees can't go throw the ball 30 yards down the field. That's what it comes down to.
Now, my boy Boogie Sims said, like I said about Drew, he's the best thing to happen to New Orleans, but he can't get the ball downfield anymore, and teams know that.
Yeah.
Reed Dorsey says another time they should have called a timeout when Patrick Robinson was in the game for Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah. You got, I mean, why?
It is overtime.
You know what I'm saying? You got 3. I could see if it was the college overtime rule was one timeout.
Yeah, you got 3 of them.
You got 3 of them, and this is you need at this point in time. Look, they're already in field goal position. You got to stop a touchdown by any means necessary.
But yeah, once you get down the field with Thielen, you're down within 5 yards.
Yeah.
Also, I thought a key component in this game was, and I didn't think it was gonna hurt us when it happened during the season, but man, was I wrong. Not having Sheldon Rankins and Marcus Davenport hurt, because you know what the Vikings did? They doubled Cam Jordan all night.
Now Trey Henderson had a great game, though.
I ain't gonna say a great game.
No,
he had a solid game. He had spurts, but he wasn't getting a consistent pass rush when we needed. We could not rush the passer on Sunday. Kirk Cousins was back there making a sandwich.
Tell you another day too.
I mean, that played a big role.
Kiko tearing his ACL was
for the third time in his career
was tough.
Mm-hmm.
The speed and athleticism that Anzalone had. Now, granted, we missed he been hurt since week 2, but you know I'm just thinking look, that's something else that could help out. I'm gonna go in a whole different dynamic about this that nobody's talking about, but the facts is the facts. A couple of years ago, Sean Payton fired Joe Vick, fired a D-line coach. It was another coach that he fired on the defense side. He upgraded all 3 of them, and Ryan Neeson is probably I think he is the best D-line coach in the league. Not because he coached for the Saints, but because no matter what you give him, they get the look. You didn't see this version of Malcolm Brown who in New England. And now, to me, I think outside of Demario Davis, he was one of the key guys. Look, he was one of the reasons why you had to force that. Why Cam Jordan could play one-on-one. Why Demario Davis could flow solid, because nobody was touching him, and he was making havoc in the backfield. Then when you brought Sheldon Rankins along with him with Alumata, then Davenport showed you, he wasn't getting. He don't have as many sacks to show for, but he was collapsing the pocket. He was a problem to deal with.
He was.
And to get to get production out of a Trey Henderson, to get production out of a Tuttle who nobody knows about. Mario, you know what I'm saying? Mario Edwards had tied his career high in sacks. You know, Granderson, who you got back later on in the season, and these guys were productive. Mike Nolan was not good to say about Mike Nolan. No matter what linebacker you sign for him, he's getting the best out of what he got. No matter what you was putting out there, he was getting a. Now on the flip side of that, if I've seen Klein miss tackles or miss a play when they come to the sideline. If Nolan getting on him, I got you, coach. My fault. I messed that up.
Yeah, that's football.
Marshawn Lattimore gives a big play. He ready to fight Aaron Glenn like it's his fault that he gave us a big play. Look, Aaron Glenn, you was a phenomenal football player when you played. Look, I think you ran your course with this group. No, I don't see nobody getting better outside of Von Bell. I didn't see since this group in here. I watched Ken Crawley have a out of this world season, and then what the hell happened? I watched Patrick Robinson come and go, not be the same Patrick Robinson. I watched Marshawn Lattimore have a hell of a first year, sophomore slump, which is what tends to happen,
right.
And then now you don't know when to happen. You don't know what is going to happen. P.J. Williams, who you had for the longest, I don't see no. I watched Marcus Williams look like he could be a star to being, man, look, why is he on the team now? That falls in who runs that group. You got to upgrade that position.
That's something to be talked about. You're losing Michael Olin to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I mean, so
that's tough. That is
tough.
tough.
Like I said, when I look at the game, man, listen. At the end of the day, the Vikings made the plays when they need to make plays. They found their matchups and they got a big play out of it. And at the end of the day, when you talking about what the Saints did when they needed a big play, you got a fumble early in the game on their first drive. You didn't capitalize. It didn't turn into a touchdown. You got a field goal. You got to capitalize on some things. You got to be able to execute. And then when it came down to it, that's what the football comes down to. It comes down to execution. The Vikings were able to execute in certain matters of the key of the game, and the Saints could. When you don't execute, you almost bank your butt. You're going to bite yourself in the butt unless turnovers or penalties hurt you. If you don't execute on the ball, listen, that's what's going to happen. Drew Brees threw a pick right before half. They came down and scored. Yep. It is what it is. He after a big momentum play, he fumbled. You don't execute, you're going to pay. And that's what happened. They paid for it.
Now, like G said earlier, I think going forward, Drew Brees has to be like the third.
Let's talk about that.
He going forward, this offense has to shift into Drew Brees just stirs the pot. He can't be the ingredients. He can't look. Look, we all from Louisiana. We all from the south part of the city. Think of it as gumbo. Look, he can't be the roux. He can't be the water. He can't be the crab, the meat, whatever you putting in there. He got to be, and it just keeps it going. Look, it don't take much. Look, don't let it burn at the bottom. Just enough to keep going. With that being said, I mean, you got to get another playmaker to where, look, yeah, I can't throw the ball downfield that much. But guess what? No matter what we got out here, you can't double him. And if you double him, that leaves one-on-one with these three people. And I'm good enough to make the right play. Don't put it on my shoulders to win a game. Not yet. In 2-minute situations and all that, let Drew Brees be Drew Brees. Open that thing up. But for the most part of the game, I just think about how Tom Brady won his last Super Bowl. Outside, take the defense away. Coming back, it was like, okay, let Tom Brady be Tom Brady for a while. Then once they got into reach, they took Tom Brady out the equation. Run here. Defense scores here. Little dink and stuff. Look, you got all these motherfuckers. Let them do that extra stuff.
So you're saying the Drew Brees era still continues in New Orleans? You think the era is over in New Orleans?
To be honest, but here's the thing. And you got a real deal. This is where that conversation got to come back and say, like, look, Drew, of course we love you. We want you here. But that $30 million a year and all that, look, that can't happen this year. We strapped. If you're gonna come back, you gotta come back on our terms. Because everything that you wanted in New Orleans, you have gotten. Every contract, every number amount you wanted, guess what? You have gotten. Now, we got, because unlike the last couple of years when we was put out, we had so many holes to fill. Mm-hmm. Cornerback, safety. Let's go back to the Minnesota Miracle. We lost. We had upgrade stuff, but we still need a pass rush. We need another line. We need linebackers. We need a D lineman. We need an offensive lineman. We need another back because we need. It was so much stuff that we needed. Then going into the next season, offseason, all right, you're losing Ingram. You're losing this person. You lose that person. Okay, look, the hole is gotten smaller. Now, look, that D line is something serious. You're talking about a D line that ranked 4th in sacks. All right, your linebacker, now Klein, you got to find some more line. You got to figure out what you want to do with Anzalone first. I think it's over for Kiko at this stage of real, just because third ACL, same leg too. Think he's done. DeMario's stakes is the mainstay. You gotta figure out what you want to do there. Just by you getting Janoris Jenkins, what you do, you can restructure his deal to keep him along. You still got Patrick Robinson. You can restructure him if you decide if you want to keep him or not. But the holes are not that as glaring as you need. You're gonna lose Pete because you're not gonna have the money to match him. But okay, so now you go that's a draftable position right there. Okay, there's a lot of 3rd, 4th round offensive linemen that come in and roll what you got. You got to get your. I think the first round pick, the first 2 picks got to go for wide receiver and if a playmaking linebacker is available, a playmaker linebacker. What I mean by that, like a guy, something like a Shaq Thompson, somebody that can play in space. That's not, they always gonna be it's gonna be a nightmare.
I would love to see us draft Kenneth Murray out of Oklahoma.
But see, I think he plays more of a Mike.
I think he could play Will or Mike.
I think he just plays more of a I'll take it back. We've only seen him play Mike.
Right.
We've only seen him play Mike. But that's
it's interesting. Do you bring back Drew Brees next year? Do you think the era of Drew Brees is coming to a close?
And you got a franchise tag Teddy.
What Mickey Loomis and Sean Payton has to do, they have to sit down and ask themselves, from what you've seen out of Teddy Bridgewater, those 5 games, do you think he can lead this team back to the playoffs and put us in contention to try to make another run for the Super Bowl? If the answer to that is no, then you have to ask yourself, do you see anybody in the draft that we can possibly trade up for, or anybody that might fall to the late 20s that we can possibly plug in, that we going to feel comfortable with, that can have a rookie sensational season to put us in the mix to make a Super Bowl run?
Okay.
If the answer to that is no, then you have to bring Drew Brees back. You have to. Because if you don't, then basically what you're saying is we rebuilding.
Yep.
That's basically what you're saying. So I think Sean Payton and Mickey Loomis, they're gonna sit down, they're gonna evaluate the tape. They're gonna look at some numbers and see what they're gonna have, what kind of money we're gonna have left over.
Well,
probably try to talk to Drew agent and see what's the number he's looking for. And like I said, if you ask yourself about Teddy Bridgewater, and you and Mickey Loomis come to the agreement that, look, I don't think I'm not sold that Teddy can lead this franchise to what we trying to get to.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see anything in the draft. Or we don't want to give up that many assets,
and you have to
trade up to get what we want to get.
You know what you have to figure? If you think he's not the guy, you got to figure he's walking.
But you can always franchise.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't franchise a quarterback and use that tag, because you got to figure that tag is going to bring about $28 to $30 million. If I'm not going to start him at $28-30 million, then
and then when you look at this draft, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's only one quarterback in this draft that I would feel comfortable with drafting in the first round. Don't tell me about no Jake Fromm. Don't tell me about no Justin Herbert. Don't tell me about Eason. Don't tell me about Tua.
The guy's Burrow. Joe
Burrow is the only one in the draft that I would draft in the first round.
And if you in our situation. Yeah, in our situation.
Yeah. He's the only one.
It's about the same.
So, to me, I don't have to sit down and watch the tape and evaluate and all this. I know if it was me, what I would be doing.
Now the question is,
I would be bringing Drew Brees back.
Okay, so that means that Teddy Bridgewater will probably be taking a free agent contract with another team.
Well, look. I would try to sit down with Teddy, and I would try to negotiate something with her, to try to get him to sign another 1-year deal, and hopefully, he'll buy into that, and we can talk about, look, this is probably gonna be Drew's last year. Can you stick it out one more year?
And someone have to come
stick it out one more year. But also, if I don't think Teddy is a quarterback that can lead this franchise to that promised land that we trying to get to, and that's the whole Lombardi Trophy, then I'm not even having that conversation with him. I'm letting him walk. So, me personally, I don't think Teddy Bridgewater is the answer for us to get back to the Super Bowl and hold that Lombardi Trophy.
But here's the thing.
That's just my personal opinion. Because we just talked about not being able to stretch the field and throw the ball on the field. Teddy Bridgewater, that's not his strong suit.
But here's the thing. You got to also consider. Winning the Lombardi Trophy is the idea for most teams every single season. But obviously, we all know
not most teams. Is ideal for about 6 teams.
I give you 10.
I'm going to say 6.
Okay, now, when you're building a team and you're thinking about trying to become a Super Bowl champion, every season ain't I'm getting to the Super Bowl. So when you look at the quarterback position going forward, you're thinking long term. You're thinking about, can this be my guy for 16 games? And as a team, can we get to the playoff? But we're thinking about the guy, can he be our guy going forward? Now, overall, the team goal is to get to a Super Bowl and get to the playoffs and win the division. But we're talking about the quarterback position as a whole. So what I'm saying to myself is that we got a 40-year-old one-year-old quarterback. Mm-hmm. And if we don't think that the guy who's been backing up, who won 5 games, is the guy that can help you, this team, win games or win 10 or 11 games and get to win the division, then that guy's going to walk. Then you got to think about the restricted free agent behind him.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Fred. If me and Mickey Loomis sit down and we don't think he can lead us to the promised land, we let him walk.
Let him walk. You got to let him walk.
I'm not going to franchise tag him. I'm not going to do it. Now, I would probably consider franchise tagging it just to have that insurance.
Yeah, that's in
case Drew was to get hurt or something. Because think about it.
But here's what you got to consider. This team is going to the offseason with $18 million in cap, which is not a lot of money. Mm-hmm. So when you got $18 million in cap, Teddy is a free agent.
But that's also under this cap number.
No, I'm talking about going into 2020.
No, I'm saying, but that's under this cap number. We don't know what the projected cap boost is going to. We don't know. You don't know what the official cap boost is going to be. So what I'm saying is, so like right now the cap is like 193. So let's if let's say it goes to 210, that 18 just turned into almost 30.
What I'm saying
it's still not a lot, but I'm saying it's more than
right. But what I'm saying is this: I wouldn't want to play a guy who is not going to start for me week 1, $28 to $30 million under a franchise tag, but have another guy. Unless Drew Brees is coming back for $10 million a season or something like that. You gotta be realistic about this. Now, this is the business first. You can't pay Drew Brees. Let's say he wants $25 million. I can't pay him $25 million.
Drew better say his ass no.
You follow where I'm going with this, right?
What I'm saying do that. That's part of the talk. Look, you can't. You can want, but you can't. Nah, look, there's another team out there that's gonna give it. And you see what Emmitt Smith did. You go play for the little Titty Winkles, whoever you want out there. But it won't. You're not getting 20 here.
I wouldn't pay Drew Brees $20 million.
You're not getting 20, not no more. Your $20 million is done.
It's done.
Devin Staub said, "Gotta ride the Drew Brees horse for at least one more season. Gotta find a number 2 burner at receiver. There's no one that you can plug in and be better than Drew Brees in year 1 with the Saints." And he says, gotta let Pete go. Gotta let Pete Rob go. Kiko and Ginn.
Well, Ginn's a free agent.
He's saying let him go.
Yeah.
He makes some good points. This is another option, and I was talking about this with a couple people in the barbershop. This would be something that I would really consider if I'm Sean Payton and Mickey Loomis. This is an option, okay? We know Drew Brees can't throw the ball 30 yards past down the field. We know that. That's already understood, okay? Teddy Bridgewater can't do the same, but what Teddy Bridgewater does bring to the table that Drew doesn't, he's a little bit more mobile.
Right.
He can get out the pocket, and create things and extend plays with his legs, and he can even run for some first downs here and there. And then you still got White Uptown, could come in for some different packages.
And he's a restricted free agent. He's a restricted too.
Right. So what an option can be, if I'm Sean Payton and Mickey Loomis, this is something I would really consider. Okay, Teddy, look, I know you went 5-0. You threw for this amount of yards. You had a good season. We're going to pay you $20 a year. 20. Hear me out.
Okay.
$20 a year. Now, instead of going out there in free agency and trying to find another receiver and all this, that's what I would do. This is just an option that I would really consider. Let's go load up on defense. Let's go try to throw some money at Pat Pete. Let's go get us another elite pass rusher. Let's draft defensively in this draft. Let's draft straight defensive people. Okay? And let's go that route and see, can we win with Teddy Bridgewater as a starting quarterback? Because we're gonna save money on the back end because we're not gonna be paying Teddy as much as we would have paid Drew. That's number 1. Number 2, let's stop trying to put all our eggs in one basket on offense. Let's do this. Let's put this on the defense now. It worked when they did it with the Broncos with Peyton Manning. Mm-hmm. They went put all their eggs in one basket on defense. What happened? They won a Super Bowl. Peyton Manning was a little above average that year.
Yeah.
If that.
Okay. When the Ravens got to the
Brock came in, won them some games.
When the Ravens got to the Super Bowl and they won it, they wasn't world beaters on offense.
They made big plays.
Jacoby Jones was probably their best receiver that year, or second best receiver that year.
Second. Yeah, Bowden was number 1.
Right. You know, and they had a solid running game. Okay.
They had a tight end.
The team they played that shit in the Super Bowl with the 49ers. Kaepernick wasn't no world beater.
No, he wasn't.
Okay, but they had a really good defense. Really good defense.
But what? That people was cold. The people were really good.
It was really good. So
XPS Times.
So
the boy Jones still might be broke.
With the Saints, you know, and we have some good pieces on defense. We got a Demario Davis. We have a really good defensive line. Okay, when Sheldon Rankins and Davenport come back, our D line is going to come back and we're going to be really good.
Gotcha.
Okay,
but you got to resign Ayamada.
Right. But what you do is you gotta let Von Bell walk. You gotta let Patrick Robinson walk. You gotta let Eli Apple's a free agent too, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. You gotta let him walk. Bring Janoris Jenkins back. Go look.
Well, he's already on the contract, Janoris, for $11 million. Though.
Right. Well, they could, but they could mess around and cut him and save some money. But what I'm saying is,
they said all $11 million.
If I'm not mistaken, Jalen Ramsey didn't sign that contract with them.
Nope. No.
So guess what? I'm throwing some money. I'm throwing some money at him.
They have the 5-year option on him, so he's still on the contract. But he's gonna hold out. He's not paying for $5 million.
I'm throwing some serious change at Jalen Ramsey or Patrick Peterson. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm trying to get one of them to go opposite of Marshawn Lattimore.
Okay,
Von Bell got to go, and I'm going to give me a elite safety. Okay, I looked at the free agency list about a month and a half ago. I can't remember, but I know it has some safeties on there that's going to be free agents that we could possibly go after.
Now, that list is 1 year before, that safety market was a diminished one. Like, guys didn't get paid. Now guys are starting to get paid this market. Mm-hmm. I think Eddie Jackson just got paid.
Yeah.
You know, that market is now starting to climb up to the $10 million ranks. And so you got to start considering that too.
You can't use Eddie Jackson because he was drafted a low round pick too. So
I think it was a third round. He broke his leg.
You know what I'm saying? So you had to pay him.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is that Tyrann Mathieu is getting average of $14 million. I think Earl Thomas got $13 million a year. Kevin Bayard got like 14-something million a year. So I think Aaron Atmos got paid. So that market is not a $5 or $6 million market anymore. Right. If you're getting the right guy, that market is above a $10 million guy. So what I'm saying, going back to the $18 million, you got to figure out where you can save to increase some of that money to bring in what you're trying to do.
And listen, you got to go draft heavy.
Yeah.
You got to go draft. We got to go draft somebody like a Kenny Murray. You got to go draft another pass rusher to, you know, in case Davenport go down again, or so we can rotate him in and out. Or sometimes if we want to move Cam inside and have two, you know, run a NASCAR package. We got to go do some different things. I think that's the way to go, because if you don't bring Drew Brees back, and you go with Teddy Bridgewater, you gotta go put an elite defense on that field. And if you bring Drew Brees back, yeah, we might be a little better offensively, but I'm still not gonna be sold that we can still make a run for the Super Bowl. Because at the end of the day, we gotta go get a defensive team to put on the field that can be elite, not just good, but elite.
You saying if you're not bringing back Drew?
If you're not bringing back Drew, or if you bring Teddy to be your starter,
right?
You gotta do one of the two, because at the end of the day, they don't have any quarterbacks in free agency that we can go sign.
Agree.
And say,
or that you will want to sign.
Right. And say, look, we can bring him in, plug him in. He can get the ball, stretch the ball, get the ball on the field to our receivers.
Right.
We can put a speedy receiver in here, but it ain't going. That's not what we're looking at. We're not getting Joe Burrow. Tua is probably not even gonna play next year.
Right.
And you playing Russian roulette. You're trying to draft somebody like Justin Herbert or Jake Fromm or Eason. So that would be now, unless Sean Payton got something in his back pocket, well, they might want to make a trade for somebody like a Matthew Stafford or something like that.
Right.
I don't know, but if you trade for somebody like Matthew Stafford, you're gonna have to give up a lot.
Right.
I would imagine. I would imagine. But That would be the route I would go. Like, you know, if you're gonna bring Drew Brees back or Teddy Bridgewater, I think you got to put all your money and all your eggs on the defensive side of the ball. We got to go get 2 or 3 more players on that defense to make us elite. We need to draft heavy on the defensive side of the ball, linebacker, DN, safety, corner, and turn this into a situation to where we putting this on our defense, and now Drew Brees or Teddy Bridgewater, whichever one is at behind center. Now we put them in a situation where we ain't gotta expect them to just go win us a game.
I would say this, and
it can be done. We've seen it with the Seahawks. We've seen it with the Ravens. It can be done. We just gotta go out there and execute that plan and stop thinking that the offensive side of the ball is where we need to put all our eggs in. Obviously, it hasn't worked the last 3 years. So let's try something different.
The last 2 drafts we was defensive heavy.
Right.
The last 3 drafts we've been defensive heavy.
But think about it like this, dude. What did we do that in free agency though?
Free agency.
Free agency, we got Malcolm Brown this year.
Yeah.
Mario Edwards.
Yeah. The year before we got
DeMario.
But my point is, out of all the defensive free agents that we signed, who is elite? DeMario Davis is the only one.
Yeah, I would put Malcolm.
We got some good guys, some good rotational guys.
Malcolm Brown will be up there. It's just that the D tackle position, unless you're getting sacks from the if you're not getting sacks for the defensive tackle spot, nobody talks about it. I take look.
Malcolm Brown had a phenomenal year.
Linval Joseph is probably one of the best D tackles that's played last decade, this decade, and nobody talks about him until you play him.
Right.
You know, Malcolm Brown did a phenomenal job this year. Well, and nobody talks about him until you playing against him. Like, you know what, this guy is real. You know, it's just like the center position. Look, Nick Easton had, not Nick Easton, Eric McCoy had a phenomenal, especially to say he was a rookie. He had a phenomenal year, but he's not a tackle. He's not nobody out and open that everybody can talk about. So look, he doesn't get the due praise.
Mm-hmm. But here's what's starting to happen. It's one of these things when you draft well and you don't win, especially when you're drafting young players that produce and you don't win a Super Bowl. It's a penalty against it. You got guys like coming up this year on this team that are going to be compensated. Alvin Kamara is going to be the biggest one.
He's going to hold out.
He's going to hold out. I can't say the same for Marshawn Lattimore because obviously you can put the option in, which means that he have 2 more years under contract. You got the best right tackle in football. Let's not fool yourself. So when you draft well and you do not win a championship, you got yourself a window because you got these guys that can be possibly top 5 at their position under rookie deals. These guys have reached the point where they're known and productive. They know what they can do in this league. They know they're the best of their positions. So as a GM and an owner, I would actually consider bringing back Teddy and getting some small minimal pieces that you can win because of if you keep trying to rejuvenate number 9, you got these young guys who are trying to hold out to get paid. Mm-hmm. And you can't if number 9 is coming back for $10 million a season, yeah, because Alvin Kamara can get his, because they're gonna have 3 or 4 guys at running back coming up this year. Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry. They're gonna have some guys who are gonna try to not say reset the market, but they're gonna want
it's gonna be the weight game. Nobody wants to go first.
Nobody wants to go first.
Like it was with Michael Thomas. Nobody wants to go first.
After the kind of year Kamara had, how much money is he really gonna get?
He's over $10 million, but I wouldn't do 15.
I wouldn't even look at 15.
I wouldn't even look at 15, but he's over 10. So,
did you have a team fucking around like the Chiefs who got money and do something like and look run an offense that he can flourish in because of how special our quarterback is?
Yeah.
And, he'll take that. Mm-hmm. But I want to get to what one of the comments. So Daryl Barrish said, "I like Taysom Hill, bro, because he could be a threat in the run game, and if he develops into a passer, he'll be lethal." Okay, so here's my rebuttal to that. Taysom Hill's 32. Not much more development you get. Then 2, to me, if you label him, if you just put him in a position where and say, look, you're the quarterback, you take everything that's special about him away. He does so much. Putting Taysom Hill at quarterback makes you have to go find a third tight end. Makes you have to go find another wide receiver, another special teamer. That one guy covers up like 4 or 5 pieces. It's a reason why when Drew was hurt, you didn't see Taysom Hill that much because if he got hurt, if you had no other quarterback, that means you had to go sign and you had to go fill all these other spots. Soon as Drew came back, you see Taysom Hill a whole lot more.
Right.
You know, I don't. To me, he's a special gadget player that Sean Payton. Look, it's not. It's only to me. It was only a few offensive guys who could have did that. Sean Payton, Andy Reid, Bill O'Brien probably could have used him some type of way. Maybe Josh McDaniels. And Doug Peterson, mind. But that's
really about it.
And look, this is the same thing that the Saints was trying to do when they was going after Tebow. You know, that was the same type of person they was trying to get. But just, you know, you can't put him because if you put him in the quarterback room, you take everything that's special about him away.
But here's the problem, and here's where you run into the business side of this. They may have a bad football team or two that is going to take a slingshot and say, I'm going to try to sign this guy and make him a quarterback, which could be.
That ain't gonna happen.
I wouldn't do that.
That ain't gonna happen.
But they got a bad team out there that will probably do something that's stupid.
I don't think so, simply because you got to look at this draft. Even with Tua being hurt, if you're a bad team, guess what? You're already bad. So you got to go through growing pains. So you're looking at somebody like, all right, you know who the Bengals are taking.
Yeah, they're off the clock. The Redskins on the clock.
So you
never know that they might pick Chase Young.
You know what I'm saying?
You never know. Stranger things have happened.
The Dolphins are going to be
Redskins still on the clock.
You know what I'm saying?
They ain't picking no quarterback.
The Dolphins got to get probably Tua and let him heal. But then out of that, there's still some teams that need something better than what they got right now. You know, Justin, to me, out of the next two, Justin Herbert is the best next thing. You know what I'm saying? He has the arm talent. He's
about all he got.
He's sneaky athletic. He'll get away from you if you give him a chance. This Jordan Love kid,
I don't know nothing.
I think if you draft
Utah
him,
State,
yeah. To me, if you draft him, you show me how much football knowledge you know, and I know where your team's going.
Right.
And and then Fromm and Easton is one of those. I think they'll go to a team like the Packers, the somebody that's already set the quarterback position, playoff team that they can possibly groom to be the next guy.
Yeah.
And you got him on a rookie drill for 5 years.
I could see one of them going to Pittsburgh. But behind Big Ben for a season or two, I can see one of them going to Los Angeles at the Chargers.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
Tank Callie said Taysom Hill is valuable and he can go get paid somewhere else and with the same role.
That's a realistic thing. You know, some team can really come out there with cap money like the Jets, who sad, you're bad. They ain't got no direction. They can just throw money at something and see if something gonna work.
But listen,
I don't know. Take the way he talks about being around Sean Payton, he's one of those. You gotta think. So people really didn't follow his college. I knew about him because I played with him on NCAA. You know what I'm saying? But like this is a guy that was a phenomenal athlete that got hurt every single year, made it to the practice squad of the Packers. Sean Payton fell in love with him, waited for his opportunity to get him. When he got him, and he gave him a chance. But look, every other team told him no. All 31 teams said, like, when the Packers got ready to let him go, every other team told him no. He couldn't find a job, and Sean Payton called his name. Look, we want him. He did so much for this guy's career, and the thing about it is all the stuff that he does. Another team, and if he's smart, if he thinks about it, another team gonna say, all right, look, you're gonna be strictly a tight end for us, and we're gonna use you like, yeah, his numbers might go up a little bit, because he's being used at one position, but you look at this guy's face. Look, when he run down on kickoff, he's smiling. When he run for a first down, he's smiling. When he make it could be a regular catch. He's having a time of his life out there, right? Because he's one of those few people know, like, look, it could be gone for you. Just like that.
Right. But what I'm saying is that if there may be a team or two, and then I just threw out the Jets because they're a bad team. I wouldn't say a good team would try to do that. But a bad team in a bad situation, when you know you're bad, they're looking for a diamond in the rough. They're looking for a gem. They're looking for somebody who could come in and create a spark.
Let me ask you this.
to the team.
What's the motto of this show?
FanView.
No, what's the motto? That's the name of the damn show. What is, no matter what sport it is, what is a statement that we all three always say? You only as good as your
situation. You only good situation.
Shit, look.
So we talking about money though right now. We talking about off season. We ain't talking about playing and performing. We talking about
he gonna get more than what he's. You gotta think too. He's a Mormon. They don't hold that to that statue, and he's big in that culture. Like when the off season goes, he's back in Utah doing missions and stuff.
So basically, you saying bring Drew back?
Yeah.
You saying bring Drew back?
Teddy.
You saying bring Teddy back?
Teddy.
I'm saying
if the money with my brain Drew back, I think it's just like your brain Drew back. It has an asterisk.
It has asterisk.
If the money's right, bring him back. If the money, look, I'm not. If he talking anything over
15
to me, this is one of the situations. This is one of the rare situations where the team has the power.
Anything over 15 million.
Whatever number that Mickey, Gail, and Sean say, all right, this is what we come with offering. They can play a negotiating game, but look, when it comes past final offer, if he's not willing for that, like you say, by all means, Teddy, let's go. Defense. And on top of that, defense again.
Right.
And then let the chips fall where they may. Because regardless, if you don't, no matter what, if Drew Brees does not suit up for the Saints, the whole city and the whole sports world is gonna be like, they're in rebuild mode. That's just gonna be the narrative. Whenever you lose a Hall of Fame quarterback, that's gonna be the narrative. And but to me, I'm gonna be honest about it. I've seen the Sean Payton's best coaching job in that 5-game stretch, and it's like when he got Drew back, it's like, all right, I don't have to coach as hard.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest.
I got my original toy back. Anything over $15 million, the answer is
I don't
no.
Like 15 is like, look, man. Out of that 15, look, we gotta be able to give you 10 as a bonus or something. Look, you can't hurt the cap no more.
right.
You can't hurt. You can't hold us hostage. You past that point. You past that point. Look and then it's like you really can't say nothing bad about it because look at what's going on in New England. It's the same.
It's
situation.
the same situation.
The same situation. The only difference is that motherfucker got 6. You got fucking records.
I personally, like I said, I don't know how Mickey Loomis and Sean Payton gonna sit down and evaluate the year and the progression of this offense. But me watching the game and evaluating Drew Brees over the last few years and knowing what's coming in this draft and knowing who's going to be available to us in this draft and knowing that there's not any good free agent quarterbacks out there, I'm bringing Drew Brees back. That's just what I'm doing. If some type of way Sean Payton don't want to throw a wrinkle into this or wrench into the whole operation and go trade for somebody like a Matthew Stafford, I wouldn't be opposed to that either. But they have to figure out how can he be innovative with this offense as Drew Brees as the quarterback. That's something that Sean Payton and Mickey Loomis got to figure out, and they gotta know that when we play against people like the Vikings, and you got to know that Cowboys team gonna be a different team under Mike McCarthy. I don't know who the DC gonna be.
Mike Nolan.
Oh, so it's gonna be Mike Nolan. When you got people like that in place,
and he knows you too.
That has that personnel. The Saints are gonna have to get more creative offensively, and they're gonna have to be able to throw the ball down the field. So if that's gonna be the case, then they gonna have to figure something out with that offense.
Here's my question to you.
Something's gonna have to give. Like I said, me personally, I probably would trade for somebody like Matthew Stafford.
Nah.
I probably would throw the kitchen sink at Matthew Stafford. The Lions ain't going anywhere. They on a downward spiral. I mean, he's the only quarterback in the league that I could think of off the top of the dome that I feel like can come in his system and just turn his whole career around.
He got the arm strength. He has the
see now the only thing about bringing in Matthew Stafford, you're gonna have to go get some deep threats. That's just
Yeah, well. Then if that kind of stuff happens, so now in the draft we're going to find somebody that's going to stretch the field.
Yeah.
Okay, and now I think you see this offense go to even bigger heights if you bring somebody like a Matthew Stafford who can stretch the field.
Well, it goes to the point of, like I said, I love Drew Brees, man. Listen, I love everything about him. You know, he is why the Who That Nation is what it is. Him and what Sean Payton done, the culture they have run, and the wins. You can't discredit nothing that these guys have achieved inside that Saints uniform. But at some point in time, when you're 41, Father Time is undefeated. And like go back to the point about the innovation. I don't think when you got Drew Brees now, the innovation is there no more. And it's not his fault. He's just an older player now. It is what it is. At some point in time, the Packers had to let Brett Favre go. It is what it is. They had an Aaron Rodgers waiting in the wing. They had to move forward. The Patriots are having the same problem or same conversation with Tom Brady. At some point in time, every franchise had to move on from their guy who did everything for them and made them the franchise they are. It is what it is. I'm not saying Teddy Bridgewater is the solution for this team for the next decade or so. I'm not saying that. I'm not asking anybody to fulfill their shoes. But I'm saying I watch anything and everything possible what they can do with Drew Brees. So to still continue that I want to bring him back is, to me, I'm reaching a point where why?
You bring him back. You bring him back, or you bring Teddy in as a starter. I'm telling you got to make that defense elite.
You gotta
make that defense elite. We can't go into the season next year with Drew and Teddy as our quarterback, or either or, whatever the hell it is, however it play out, with that same type of defense out there, and we don't bring that defense up another notch with our personnel, because we're going to be in the same situation. We might get to the playoffs. We might even win the division again. But we're not going to put ourselves in a position to hold that Lombardi trophy up. It ain't going to happen. It just ain't going to happen. So we got to make a decision. Either we're going to go all in on defense and keep Drew Brees or Teddy Bridgewater, or we're going to make a trade and try to get a quarterback like Matthew Stafford. One or the other has to happen. Or if you really want to throw a wrench into it, which I don't see happening, because you're going to have to give up so much. Move up and try to get somebody like Joe Burrow.
Going from 20-1.
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta give up everything.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So that's unrealistic.
Yeah.
That's very unrealistic. You might as well go out to somebody like Matthew Stafford.
Which is possible.
We don't say, because
he's attainable.
It's one of the, it's not like that time when we had Jake Delhomme, Matt Schwab was a backup at Atlanta and stuff. It's not like where you look around the league and say, you know what, this guy can buy me 2. He can buy me 2 years.
Right.
All right. Let's trade for him. Let him walk. All right. We didn't free up money, save money. Got an experienced guy in there. I don't see that guy. Hell, to be honest, if this was like if Teddy was on another team, I'd be like, all right, look, go get him, and let's say, because you're gonna have to cut money some type of way.
Yeah,
money some type of way, but you're gonna have to it's crazy. You're gonna have to cut money and upgrade. Now, to me, Janoris Jenkins is a hell of an upgrade already.
Right,
it was a hell of an upgrade, because if you notice, after that play on Dylan, he didn't look over that no more.
He did. He had a great job on Diggs. He did a great job.
They didn't look over that no more. Because look, reputations precede yourself. It's a reason why, like, Janoris Jenkins, because to me, he's in the same mode as Charles Tillman. Like you could say, oh yeah, he didn't lost it, this and that, and motherfucker always just find a way to make a play. Sometimes it might not be an interception, it might be a timely pass deflection, the forced fumble, a great open field tackle, and look, that scares the shit out of the offensive coordinator. When you look over there, oh, there's a prima donna over there. We get in his head, let's go. And that's what they did.
Well, again, like I said, they got a lot to look at, but they got to look at their team as a whole, and they just can't think about next season. They got to think about,
and no more damn development players. Shit, I'm tired of waiting. Keith Kurtwood supposed to be the one. Lil Jordan.
No. They need to go get a guy.
Go get proven commodities.
To me, I mean, you got to go get somebody on the other side over there who can stretch that football field.
And don't touch nobody from the coast, because everybody we get from the coast is hard.
Leave them alone. But they need somebody on the other side who can stretch that football field and impact this game. You know, Michael Thomas is going to be Michael Thomas. He going to run those immediate routes. He going to do his thing. He going to go out here and catch his 10 balls a game and have it 100. That's fine.
A middle school quarterback can get the ball to him.
Yeah.
That's not hard.
That's not hard. He's a walking completion. They're going to need somebody who can go out here and have maybe 5 catches and 80 yards in a game. You know what I mean? They need that other guy out there who can have the impact. Traquan Smith is not that guy. Ted Ginn is not that guy. And again, if you're not bringing them back at league minimum or something like that, move on. They're going to need somebody on the other side who could have that kind of impact. So they got a lot of things that got going on. But to me, if Drew Brees ain't coming back for $15 million or less, the organization has paid him more than enough to be a New Orleans Saint. He's done, he's been compensated from the fans, the organization, the city, more than enough. It's time, if he wants to still continue to play and be with the Saints organization, it's time for him to pay back. He needs one of those Brady deals. And if he don't want to do that, it is what it is.
Now, let me ask y'all this. In that first round, if he's there at 20,
Who?
I'm talking about a receiver.
Oh.
If he's there at 20.
I said that Burrow.
If he's there at 20, which I don't see happening, or would you trade up for him? Or Jerry Jeudy?
He ain't gonna be there.
He ain't gonna be there.
I'm saying, would you trade up for him?
Well, what? Yeah, that's done.
If because we know he probably him or Lamb ain't gonna be there at 20, right? Would you trade up for one of them guys?
No, me personally, no. It's such a lovely wide receiver draft to where
you think the receiver draft that deep this year?
For me to not to trade up, because like, all right,
Ruggs
to me is pros and cons. Is pros and cons to each one. To me, the best all around one out of two would probably be CeeDee Lamb. He
like it more than Jerry Jeudy?
Jerry Jeudy is elite as hell at getting in and out of the routes. But my thing is, not too many motherfuckers in college football walk down on his ass either. Because you just didn't have that. In the league, we walk it down. Let's see how, and then he's a little bit on the smaller side too. Let's see how you can play with I'm just a run-of-the-mill cornerback. Give me a run-of-the-mill cornerback.
A what?
Xavier Howard or somebody. Let's see what you do when he walked down on you, something like that. CeeDee Lamb the same way, but like you could, I think he's the best overall fit. Then you got somebody like T. Higgins, he's 6'6".
Now I think he'll be there at 20.
Take him. Like he's a jump ball. He could get in and out of routes, and he's fast.
Right.
To Jordan Jefferson will be there. He could be, but Justin, I don't know why I keep calling him damn brother. To me, he's that ultimate security blanket. Like, well, now you know what? I can do things where I could put a tight end in the route, and he's good enough to give me something. Like, give me somebody dangerous out of a slot, and I could put somebody on the outside with height. You could hide us. You could hide that and get a favorable matchup that way. I
really think Justin Jefferson could be like a Jarvis Landry in the league.
That, what I'm saying, which is more than fine, especially for this offense.
Heck of a route
somebody that could keep the chains moving. Lavonte Sanu, I think he's so underrated because where he's played at, nobody gets to see him. Yeah, but he to me, I think he's gonna have if N'Keal Harry, didn't get hurt, I think he would have had a similar type season to what he got. So it's enough to where at 20, you will have a choice of 3. Now it won't be CD, it won't be Jerry, but you talking about.
I think Henry Ruggs would be.
You talk Henry. I think Henry because the number that Henry Ruggs is gonna put up in the 40 is gonna automatically put him in to the 10 to 15 range.
Okay.
Put him 10 to 15 range. So outside of those 3, and then by Tay going back to school, so that. That opens that slot because he would have been a guy right there. To be, I think that would have been sitting at 20 and no brainer, let's go. Mm-hmm. But by him going back to school, that bumps up a couple of guys, and now you look at that, it'll be like a pool of 5.
So the Saints definitely, in y'all mind, need to go receive at 20.
If you don't address that position in a free agency, then yes.
What top free agents they have a receiver this year?
AJ Green. That's the broken down one.
AJ Green. Do you want the drama of Antonio Brown?
Pick one.
You know what I'm saying? Dez Bryant's out there, but there's a reason why he didn't get picked up this year. To me, this is the only reason why I say receiver first, because I honestly believe Kenny Murray would be gone. We know Isaiah Simmons would be gone. To me, those are the two. Like, all right, at that level, in the first.
Where do you think they're gonna be going at?
Well, I gotta see the rest of the.
I think Murray.
So if Murray's sitting there at 15, you wouldn't trade up?
To me, we don't have enough. Like we need some. Like we don't have a second. I don't want to, especially what we're gonna have to
third,
pay.
don't we?
Yeah, we got a third, but I don't.
You gotta figure out what you addressed.
What we gotta pay this year. We're gonna need draft picks because we're not gonna be a big player in free agency next year. Michael Thomas big numbers gonna start hitting. You got Ramchek and Kamara gonna hit.
And if you're trying to keep Lattimore,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all that stuff gonna start.
I don't see a cornerback right there that are like if everybody at the top needed a quarterback and all that stuff, and I see Jeff Okudah just keep coming down like, hey, go.
Right.
Cause to me, he's something special. He's something special. It's not that Grant, I don't think will be there.
Delpit?
Yeah. So it's not that.
You don't think he'll be there at 20? Yeah, I think he'll be there at 20.
I don't think he's gonna be there. To me, he's the first.
I think his draft stock has dropped a little bit.
I think
Atlanta takes him.
I think he'll be the first safety off the board.
I think Atlanta takes him.
I think his draft stock dropped a little bit. I think coming into the season, he was gonna be a top 10, top 5 pick. I think now he's gonna be between 15 and 20.
I think because see this is my rationale. This is in my perfect world how I'm thinking round 1 and 3 falls for us. 1, T. Higgins. 3, Cam Dantzler. Because Cam got that.
Now if Cam runs a 4.5,
yeah,
it's a wrap. He's going first round.
It's over with. It's over.
Cam runs a 4.5, it's a wrap.
That's over with.
You're already gonna measure that 6'2.5".
Because the way I look at it,
77-inch wingspan.
You look
Game.
you look at somebody like C.J. Henderson, who's supposed to be a top 5 pick, and they got like worked all year.
Got worked.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be like a second. He's gonna go second round.
To sit out the bowl game.
You know,
you saw that, huh?
Bryce Hall from Virginia.
I'm about to say Bryce Hall,
the one that was out for the season.
So I just don't. It's not like that.
Hey, your boy from Ohio State, number 1.
I know you're talking about
the African name, Acuna,
yeah,
whatever his name.
Acuna going high.
Yeah, he going high.
He going high.
He gonna go like 12, 13, something.
To me,
he may fall to third.
To me, it's gonna be
It's all these Buckeyes, man.
The second cornerback gonna be if they like Christian Fulton more, if they like Acuna more, depending on when. He is taller than them. You know what I'm saying? But then
you got a Meek Robinson. You never know how his story gonna play out. Because if he runs a full 4, but if he all 4.3, I can see him going. I think he going second. He'll be a middle second round pick.
What I'm hearing about Meek is slot to safety, which is not
because they're looking at him like honey badger.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Which is not bad. To me, I think whatever team he falls to, but I think to me, like if Cam, let's say Cam don't run that number, I think him right there. I don't see Meek making it to the third, and not to where. And if he does make it to the third, he won't make it to our third pick. You could then also to me, it's not a sexy pick, but hey, you're gonna lose Pete, Damian Lewis. He
and Joe Burrow like raved about Damian Lewis.
Damian is phenomenal.
Is Austin Deculus coming out? Yeah, he probably gonna announce it after the national championship.
Yeah, to me, he shouldn't. He shouldn't. But then if you win a national championship,
you're hot.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see him going 4th round.
A ring on your finger.
Then that's the proof.
But to be also honest too, he comes from money. So money ain't an issue for him at all. Like his daddy in all field. But
let's switch gears a little bit. Before we get off of the coach, who you guys win the Super Bowl now? Saints ain't going.
If I had to pick,
I'll just be honest. I don't care.
If I had to pick, I think Andy Reid gets him a Super Bowl this year.
I got the Chiefs going. I got the Chiefs winning.
I've had to pick. I don't think anybody in the NFC has a more balanced team than the Chiefs. And even if the Ravens were to beat the Chiefs, I don't see anybody in the NFC beating the Ravens because the Ravens are a very good balanced team too. I mean, with Lamar Jackson having an MVP season, they running that ball real good with Mark Ingram. Their defense is playing lights out with Earl Thomas on that back end. Mm-hmm. When you look at the NFC, I mean, yeah, you got Aaron Rodgers, but offensively, they receivers are bad.
Right.
After Devontae Adams, their receivers are bad. Now, Aaron Jones been playing out his mind and shit.
Right.
But defensively, I think they've been overachieving.
Right.
And in Seattle, they just don't have they don't have no identity. Yeah. And you just depending on
signing running back to the street.
You just depending on Russell Wilson just to run around and have back and play backyard football. Don't see it happening. And the 49ers, I do not believe in Jimmy G. Sorry. Now, unless their defense gonna come out there and just play lights out and hold you to 10 points, I don't see them really being a contender to win a Super Bowl. So
now, what if he buy some apparel?
He need to. But I think
big man size. Bad for
that. You know what? Since y'all said that, anybody looking for the G Sports apparel, get at me. He underscore paid in full 08 $25. I got all the colors that you want.
Not all the sizes.
Let me know. Let me know.
Look, after I went out and gave this man, I think I gave him
special orders. I gotta make special orders for people that make. If you got anything over extra large, I gotta make special orders for you. I can make it, baby. You gotta make a special order.
Look, man, I think I gave G the best compliment he could ever get on Twitter earlier this week. Just to find the man ain't got no 4X, man. The reason why he been ducking the dodging McCall, man. He know what.
Jimmy Garoppolo go get a shirt, change his whole opinion.
Yeah, you gotta pay for it though. You gotta pay for it. Hey. But yeah, I think the Super Bowl comes through the AFC this year. I think, and I think Andy Reid finally gets his Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, I totally agree. To be honest, to me, I think the number one favorites should be the Chiefs. The number two favorites should be the Ravens. Mm-hmm. People gonna say I'm crazy, but look, the number 3 team, because this is playoff football. Number 3 team should be the Titans. Look, if you can't stop Derrick Henry,
you're in trouble.
Look what they did to Ryan Tannehill's career. He's not doing nothing.
But we all know in the playoffs, your quarterback gonna have to make a few plays for you to win some games.
I look at what
get you to a Super Bowl.
I look what Mike Vrabel did to he's a product of that system, but I look what he pretty much shut Tom Brady down. There's no quarterback in the league that got more playoff experience than that guy right there. There's no quarterback in the league got more Super Bowl experience right there than that guy. So look, and to me it's like what the Vikings did when they came in here Sunday. That team believed. Saturday. That team believed. It ain't nobody else believe. Them guys believe that this is what we came to do. This is what we gonna do, and it's gonna happen. And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? To me, those should be the 3 that everybody should be looking at. And then to me, at best, it's the field. Best, it's the field. Because Russell Wilson could go out there and be a shootout. Russell Wilson can have a phenomenal fucking Russell Wilson moment and win the game for you. Aaron Rodgers hasn't been to Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he could at any given time he could be that bad man that everybody know he could be. Look, that if your offensive line is sleeping that week, that 49ers D-line can change the whole game for you.
No, that 49ers front 7 is going to change the line.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just can Jimmy G keep it afloat.
You know what I'm saying? But like what I'm saying is, like, if your offensive line is asleep, it don't matter if Jimmy G can keep it afloat or not. You're not moving the ball. No. Yeah. And then look, if they and that front, the thing I like about the 49ers front 7, that front 7 creates as many turnovers as I want to say as 6 teams had as a defensive unit total all season. So look, they can get you. Look, all you need is one. The score got to be 2-0,
right?
And then you win.
I said all year. I thought the 49ers had the best front. They're the best front 7 in football. You know, I feel like that. I mean, just they're so athletic, and long, and big, and
no homo. They're deep.
Yeah. But the question mark has surrounded them all season is Marquise Goodwin has been your number 1 receiver, and he can't stay healthy. And then Jimmy G, he had a game of his life against the Saints. That probably was his best game of the year. And your number 1 receiver is your tight end, George Kittle. So that's a lot of question marks surrounding their offense. And I mean, and Kyle Shanahan, he has to get so creative to open up passing lanes for Jimmy G, like he did against the Saints, which is why they put up 40 plus points on us. But when you get into the playoffs, you're gonna have to be able to do more than just draw up trick plays to be able to move the ball down the field and score touchdowns. And I just don't trust Jimmy G. He could very well prove me wrong, but if I had to put my money on it, I don't see if they've advanced to the Super Bowl, that defense is gonna have to be super, super dominant. I'm talking about holding teams to 14 points or less.
I wouldn't disagree with that at all. My team is the Chiefs. Going forward, I talked about I like what they do.
I think they're the more balanced team in the league.
And the crazy thing about it, they under the radar. Nobody's talking about them because of how special the Ravens has been this year,
right?
And the records and stuff that Drew and stuff been on.
Right. Now, I do want to switch gears also. There have been some new NFL head coaches that's been hired. There were 5 teams, 4 teams fill the void. The Browns are still in limbo. You had Ron Rivera go to the Russell Redskins. You had Mike McCarthy to Dallas. You had Matt Rule to the Carolina Panthers, and you had the special teams coach for the Patriots, I think Joe Judge, to
coach receivers too,
to the New York Giants. What is y'all guys' take on these new head coaches for these 4 different teams, and how you think they're going to mesh out between these 4 guys, and who you think these teams? What team do you think made the best hire? Which one you think was like, this caught me by a loop?
I just think some of these franchises are reaching. They're reaching. There wasn't a sexy name out there for somebody that's gonna make a splash. I personally thought Eric Bieniemy has gotten a raw deal. How you interview with 6 teams over the last 3 years or 2 years or whatever the hell it was, and you can't get a job.
But Hugh Jackson, you get the fucking job.
I've been hearing reports that they say he's struggling in an interview, for whatever reason. But that's the knock on him right now. But I refuse to believe somebody that's been in the NFL 8+ years, been quote unquote the offensive coordinator under somebody like Andy Reid, who was one of the best offensive minds in football, been in a franchise that's been winning.
Right.
So you're understanding how to win, and coming from a winning type of coach, can't get a job in the NFL right now. But Matt Rule, who went 1-11 at Baylor his first year, 7-6 his second year, and then this year he knocked it out of the park and went 11-1. You have one good year, and the Panthers offer you all this money. That's absurd. I can't understand it. I can't wrap my head around it. Then Joe Judge has never even been a coordinator, for crying out loud, and you get a job for a Storybrooke franchise like the Giants. Mind-boggling. Mike McCarthy was the best hire, hands down. Some people might say Ron Rivera, but I'm going to say Mike McCarthy. He's won a Super Bowl. He's been in the playoffs, I think, 10 of his 13 seasons with the Packers. The only reason he got ran out of town with Green Bay because he couldn't get along with Aaron Rodgers. Their relationship had started to go down, and that's why he got ran out of town in Green Bay. And it looked like it's been a good decision because now him and LaFleur are flourishing, and now they 1 game away from the NFC Championship. But I like Mike McCarthy. I always did like Mike McCarthy. I liked him ever since he was the offensive coordinator with the Saints when we had Aaron Brooks. He was the one that took our offense to new heights when he was here. And I think he actually applied for the head coaching job, but didn't get it. I think they gave it to Jim Haslett. Something. I forgot exactly how.
That was it. They Vincent wanted Haslett was the one he wanted.
Right. And I think that having this year off has helped Mike McCarthy.
He's the coordinator though.
Yeah.
He was the OC.
But Haslett was the one that
didn't want that. Yeah.
Right. But I think that taking this year off will help Mike McCarthy tremendously. I think he's going into a great situation. You're going into a situation where you're going to have a lot of toys. And defensively and offensively, the Cowboys are set to make a run. So I just think he gonna go into that and put his stamp on that franchise. The question going to be, and it's going to always be the question as long as Jerry Jones got breath in his body, is he going to allow Mike McCarthy to run that team the way he wants to run it? Right. That's going to be the key.
And before everybody else chime in on, we got a caller on the line. Caller, you there?
Hey, gentlemen, how y'all doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm y'all friend that was in New York. I'm back in New Orleans now.
How you making out, man?
How you doing, man? I got a couple of comments.
Go ahead.
All right, let me start off with the first one. I told y'all I had a real propensity for the Cowboys before. That man not going to be successful. Nobody will be successful. Jesus is not going to be successful. With all the talent they got, that man will not let them do it. Wait, I've never seen this before. All y'all sitting there, Coach Henry and all y'all sitting there. Let me ask y'all a question. Some of the weirdest things happen in Dallas, and I just, my loyalty for fandom won't let me get away. But I've never seen this before. Who spends the night at your new boss' house?
That's what Mike McCarthy did?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. He spent the night.
Man, look.
So,
finish out the details.
Hey, man,
I didn't know that
you don't have to go to the hotel. You can stay here. Oh, okay, Coach. I'll stay here. Okay, here's your bedroom. Good night. See you later.
Yeah,
What?
That's a bad sign.
You know how them rich people get down.
Man, you keep saying that. Okay, let me ask you this. You're the third person that told me that.
You know how them rich people
Sean Payton spent the night over by Miss Gale?
Tooted up shorty.
I did not know Mike McCarthy slept at Jerry Jones' house.
Here's another bad high. This is another bad high. I'm going to tell you this. Because of the ownership, Ron Rivera not going to be successful either. I'm going to just tell you.
That's not his bad.
He's a snake bit. He's another bad owner. He want to throw money at people. That does not win. You have to create some form of fashion of chemistry. That don't work. But here's my big bailiwick with all this. Why y'all don't want to have no black coaches? And let's have that honest conversation. You're talking about Eric Bieniemy. Man, let's talk about Leslie Frazier. They gave that boy Vance Joseph a year. What was he supposed to do in a year?
Right.
Man, I mean, the NFL just racist. I'm just telling you that, and I'm hooked on it, unfortunately. I love it, but they're racist. They don't give nobody a chance. Who was the dude they had in Cleveland some years back?
Hugh Jackson?
His name was Eric something.
Hugh Jackson?
Coach. Huh?
Hugh Jackson.
He used to work under Bill Belichick, and they had him as head coach.
Oh, Romeo
Cornell.
Yeah. He was
not
the
Romeo.
Texans.
No, they had a white guy who was the head coach of the Browns.
Eric
He
Mangini.
was under Eric, what's his name?
Eric Mangini.
Eric Mangini. That dude coached a military football team in Europe. He came over here and worked on a Belichick and was the copy boy. And they said because he had so much knowledge about football, they made him a head coach. Coach Henry, you need to have a job in the NFL, sir.
Hey, man, look. If you
Eric
me that,
Mangini
you'll be my
ain't
agent,
seen
baby.
Yet. When the last time you had an Eric Mangini site?
To be honest with you, last time he's been hurt, he's a special assistant at Wisconsin.
Jesus Christ. Still making money, huh?
We can go steps further with that.
Let me get on the Saints. Here's people say who don't know football. Somebody posed the question on Q93. They said we got 3 free agent quarterbacks. Well, Taysom Hill is restricted free agent.
Correct.
Who would you keep? So I gotta tell you, Taysom Hill is not a quarterback, dude. That dude is some kind of freak show. I don't care what you say, but he threw that bomb the other day, and that only tells me this: they know Drew can't throw that ball.
Yep.
Obviously. So I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to make a lot of people mad. I think it's time to say, what's that song they sing in Kool Aid? It's so hard. It's time, bro. It's time. All the 40-year-old quarterbacks lost last week. All the 40-year-old quarterbacks lost. And it's the propensity now is for the moving black quarterback. They didn't want to understand that. And they went and got people years ago, and they said, y'all couldn't pass the Wonderlic. They said that about Aaron Brooks. Remember that?
Yep.
But the Wonderlic test ain't out there taking hits from Khalil Mack.
Right.
So Who invented the Wonderlic test? Who is Wonderlick? Who is
A
I'm
German.
serious. So wait, I'm gonna make the coach Hurricane Henry test. Somebody look at that. It don't wait. You obviously don't have to have no credibility. I don't know who that cat was, but they always say you can't pass the Wonderlick. And I want to know what was Tom Brady's scores on the Wonderlick.
I don't even think he did good on the Wonderlick, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, ain't that some shit?
He's
What was Patrick Mahomes' scores on the Wonderlick?
I have no idea.
And they keep saying this over and over and over again. I'm so sick of this. I don't know what to do. And I can curse on your show, but I'm not. They keep saying Lamar Jackson. We never seen nothing like that. What? Wait, you've never seen nothing like that. Say that slowly. You've never seen a quarterback like Lamar Jackson. Is that true?
Hell no.
No, it's not.
People forget about
Hell
Vic
no, it's not.
Cunningham.
But why do you keep saying? Because y'all mad? Wait, here's the thing. Michael Brown, Tamir Rice, Eric Garner, nobody did a damn thing. Michael Vick killed a couple of dogs, and he didn't really even do it. Oh, we can't forgive him. Wait, what? He went to prison. That's what y'all wanted. He went to prison. So paying your debt to the society don't mean shit. Excuse me.
Right.
I'm sorry.
You good.
You home here, baby.
I'm not taking nothing away from Lamar Jackson, but that boy did that first. So don't
Steve
say y'all
McNeil.
never seen that before.
Yeah. Rodney Pete.
Right. Look, let me say something to you. Show you how wrong I was. But he lasted a little longer than he did. The Dallas had a chance to pick Rodney Pete or Troy Aikman. I kept saying, well, I hope they pick Rodney Pete. Well, they picked Troy Aikman, and the rest is history. So I guess I was wrong on that. It is.
Troy Aikman went into a great situation now.
Yeah. Best offensive line ever.
Well, let me say something to you. You surrounded with great players because people had that conversation too. They came back and talked about Terry Bradshaw. But was he a great quarterback? No. Terry Bradshaw was surrounded with people. He was a great manager.
Right.
He was no great quarterback. He was a great manager.
Right.
That's all.
Right.
Like people say, Trent Dilfer managed his way into the Super Bowl. He wasn't no great quarterback. He was a manager.
Brian Johnson.
Flacco. Another. A rocket arm, but he managed when they had the people surrounding him to do what he had to do. So it is what it is. Now, y'all talked about something a minute ago I heard. I went to the Silver Slipper, never played sports book, and spent a couple of $100. I'm going to bracket this thing. So how you going to bracket it? I do this. I pick Cowboys, playoff Super Bowl, Saints, playoff Super Bowl, Browns, playoff Super Bowl, Patriots. No, I'm going to win something. So I can't lose. I have 2 tickets left. One for playoffs for Kansas City Chiefs, and the other one Super Bowl, Kansas City Chiefs. That's what I picked. I bracketed people I thought was going to get in there. Who knew San Francisco was going to get in there? And I'm going to tell you, like you said, I still think they're going to be exposed. I think Kyle Shanahan is going to be exposed because I just think it's a flash in the pan. I think the Seahawks holding on by their fingernails.
So you think the Super Bowl coming through the AFC?
All right, who else we got?
That's what I'm saying. I believe the same thing.
Aaron Rodgers won 3 games without throwing a touchdown. You realize that?
Yeah.
For 3 games, he won without throwing a touchdown. Who else we got? I heard you say Tennessee Titans. Vrabel just gave Belichick back his own shit.
Yep.
He knows it. He done been on offense and defense. I know it. He played the clock like a piano. And if you saw him shake hands, he didn't want to shake hands with the dude. Well, stop training people.
Right.
Do it all yourself. So I don't know. Again, here's the other point I want to make. Sean Colton got outcoached and outplayed. Who was the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator when my boy, who I call Cupcake, who I happen to love, Wade Phillips. When Wade Phillips was the coach at Dallas, who was the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator?
Sean Payton and Mike Zimmer.
And Mike Zimmer knows Sean Payton. They played matching hands all night. I saw y'all put up the tape with the thing in the end zone, which called ticky-tacky stuff. Sorry it happened. But they didn't play the whole game. They was on Drew Brees, and they cut off all his routes. He rolls right all the time. They cut that off. Mike Zimmer saw that on tape. Cut him off. And then when he gonna step back up in the pocket. He was ready for that too every time.
That's why they put Evans and Griffin and Danielle Hunter inside on third downs.
Danielle Hunter, another one, a phenomenon to me. Had one sack at LSU. Then people saw something.
All pro.
That dude came back and said, let me train you how to be a defensive end. They made defensive Pro Bowl 2 years consecutive. How you explain that?
Your problem.
That somebody can recognize talent.
He had 4 at LSU.
Somebody can recognize talent.
Yeah, one.
So I think the thing got some work.
Yeah, he had one season.
I really do. And we're going to see. I don't know. Dennis Allen didn't coach a hell of a game because I think we got some sex on that side of the ball. People keep saying we got this and that. We ain't getting no hell of a push up the middle. None.
No.
You got Cam Newton playing his ass off and the other dude standing there. You got a decent linebacking coach.
They double team Cam Jordan all night now.
Yeah, they double
right.
team. And
So
they slid away from Malcolm
Where was
Brown.
everybody else?
But you gotta realize something. You gotta realize something. And I didn't realize how much this was gonna hurt the Saints. But Sheldon Rankins and Marcus Davenport being out for the season, that hurt us in that game against Minnesota. Because now you can double team Cam Jordan, and now look, Trey Hendrickson, Malcolm Brown, Anyamata, y'all beat us, and we couldn't beat them. We couldn't win our one-on-one matchups.
Because Malcolm Brown is a run stuffer first, and then he goes to power. That's his job. That's what he was brought here to do. And look, the play action.
How many of y'all Dalvin you got? I want to ask that. Y'all know?
9-4.
Ooh, that young man was hitting them holes.
But he really wasn't hitting them. It was we didn't whoever look Marcus Williams did a horrible job of lining up the defense from the back end. It was overload. All they did was overload toss. That's all they did. They went tight bunch. They with a tight end to that side, so it really was quad set. And you got four people on the backside and not enough people on the front side. You losing that all day.
Wow.
All day.
So what you doing when April comes? What's the first thing you do? Whatever, I don't know what pick they're gonna have. What's the first thing you looking?
It depends. Like we were just having that conversation. To me, it depends on first where you go with quarterback. Two,
I think you need. I think you certainly need another wide receiver for sure.
I think ultimately they're gonna need somebody on the other side of Michael Thomas that can stretch the field and make plays.
Now I got a personal preference. It's biased, and I'll tell you that boy coming out of Texas. He's a Louisiana boy. His parents from here. I think that he would be excellent. His name is Devin Duvernay. Well, they call it Duvernay. His name's Duvernay.
Yeah. He third, maybe fourth round at best. I wouldn't touch him with a first round pick.
I saw him do some stuff, and again, you can only do what Erlanger and them allow you to do. I saw him turn that jugs machine up to punt level, and he was catching balls off of that.
Would you take him over Justin Jefferson? Though?
Huh?
Would you take him over Justin Jefferson?
He don't take no LSU people that much. I don't know why. He loves Ohio State, but he don't take LSU people. I don't know. Yeah. That's why I said that. Okay. Because like you say, that Jefferson boy would be excellent. That boy had 4 in one game, but I'm just saying I don't know Sean Payton and what's his name?
Mickey Loomis.
What Mickey Loomis don't look in Louisiana. I don't understand that. To me, that would sell tickets, but I just don't get it. But it is what it is. But again, like I said, I was biased about that. But there are some people out there, but they're not gonna go get him. Jamar Chase, is he coming out this year?
Next year. Next year, sophomore.
Okay. All right. Well, before I let y'all go, let me get on this. Everybody think it's a foregone conclusion Monday night. I don't think that. I think Sunshine is a bad white boy. That white boy was running on them people like he was some kind of speed demon. Wait, my grandma could have caught it, but I guess they couldn't. So Sunshine or Home Alone?
Hey, that's hilarious.
I'm gonna have to tweet that. Sunshine versus Home Alone. I'm gonna tweet that.
All right. So here's the deal.
I gotta
I'm
tweet
just
that
gonna
one.
say this. Everybody gonna mad.
I'm gonna beat you.
Grizzly Bear ain't never been there before. Coach Joe sound like me talking. You know, they say he talked like that when he was 9 years old.
Yeah.
He should have went to the hospital.
Sunshine.
But anyway,
Home Alone.
Dabo been there. So talk to me, gentlemen. Tell me why I'm wrong or why I got some doubts. I should have doubts in my mind.
I just think
They're not gonna score no 63 points. You do know that.
I just think LSU is playing on a extraordinary level right now. They playing in the dome. It's gonna be like a home game to 'em. I think Joe Burrow is locked and loaded. This guy is locked in as much as I've ever seen a college quarterback. The weapons that he have around him and receiver, and the biggest key
in Oklahoma was the most incredible thing I've seen in a long time.
Right.
I'm looking at that. What?
And the biggest key of it all, that my whole question mark with LSU was in the middle of the season, was the defense. But the defense has took it up a notch. And we all know they had the personnel to be a really good defense, but for some reason, it was underachieving. But now they look like they're hitting their stride, and I think that's going to be the key. I think they beat Clemson on Monday night, 38-28.
Now, do Orgeron keep them coaches he got, or they all gone?
I think Joe Brady, it's gonna be hard for Joe Brady to turn down some of the job opportunities he's gonna get. I think the only way LSU really keeps him, they're gonna have to pay him a whole lot of money, probably making one of the top 3 assistants in the country, and he's gonna have to get the full title of offensive coordinator, and they're gonna have to probably demote Isminger to back the tight ends coach or something of that nature. And I think then you keep Joe Brady for one more year. After that, after next year, he gone.
Well, all right, we gonna see. I'm back in town. Back
in town.
I enjoy y'all, man. Y'all talk a lot. I got a station too. I got a lot of love for Terry, so I ain't whatever. But hey, man, y'all got some extra dudes over there. I might have a competing show over here on WSBN on the other side of the river from y'all. But we'll see.
Invite me on that one day so I can come over there and talk some smack with you.
Well, let's do that.
Let's do it.
We'll plan to do that. Hey, man, y'all some insightful cats. Y'all know what y'all talking about. Enjoy listening to y'all show. It's always wonderful calling in, man.
All right, appreciate you, man. Have a happy New Year.
All right, man. It's Sam to y'all.
I love it. I ain't cut it off.
Love it.
It was classic.
Well, since we talking about LSU and Clemson,
yeah, buddy.
Look,
don't cream your pants.
Listen, too late.
Listen.
I creamed him when Joe Burrow said, "Coach, you don't know how much it means to me." I might have creamed 3 times in a row.
I think this is gonna be a really good game Monday night. I do think Clemson is gonna give them a run for their money. I think Joe Burrow versus Trevor Lawrence, this is gonna be one of the best matches we've seen in a long time for a quarterback head-to-head battle. We know Sunshine ain't been there before. We know what he's doing in stage. This is gonna be like another game to him. Joe Burrow, he hasn't been on the stage of this magnitude in his career, but I think he's built for it. I think Brett Venables is probably a top 3 defensive coordinator in the country. Yeah. And I think that this is going to be LSU's biggest challenge yet when they go against Venables. But I do think that Clemson's personnel is not as good as it's been on defense the last 2 or 3 years. And I think that's gonna play a key factor into all of this. And when you're going to get somebody like Jamar Chase, Terrence Marshall, Justin Jefferson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the Ray Chris Kerr running the ball, you sprinkle a little Tyrion Davis and maybe a little John Emery, and the way that offensive line is protecting Joe Burrow, I just don't see Clemson getting enough stops to be able to hold LSU off from getting that national championship trophy on Monday night. On the flip side of that, I do think LSU defense will stand up to the task. I don't see them shutting down Clemson. I just think that Clemson got weapons too now with T. Higgins and Justin Rawls and Travis Etienne and Trevor Lawrence being able to make plays with his legs. I think they're gonna give that defense a run for their money, and LSU defense has been getting better. But I think LSU defense gets more stops than Clemson defense gets more stops against LSU's offense, and I think that's gonna be the deciding factor. I think it's gonna be a real a battle on the special teams. I think it's gonna come down to flipping the field position. That's gonna be a key factor into this because who has to go to short field, you know? And if Clemson can flip the field position more often than not on LSU, they will be. I can see them making this a game. But I do think LSU still wins this game. I think what's his name, the kicker, York? K. York. I think K. York makes a couple kick, maybe a kick or two, to put them over the hump against Clemson on Monday night. And I think LSU wins this game in a close one, 38-28.
I think when you look at this game, you really start to look at it. Again, like you mentioned, Clemson doesn't have the same defensive personnel that you have over the past few years. Again, when you lose 3 defensive linemen to the NFL draft, that's just hard to recover from. You know, so when you look at it, Clemson back in to me. When you look at Isaiah Simmons, A.J. Terrell, I forgot the kid number 1 over there.
Mullen, huh?
I think
No,
I can't think of his name.
that was Mullen.
A.J. Terrell's number 8.
Yeah,
I can't think of
that's
number
the long
1.
corner.
The long corner. If they can't seem to get Joe Burrow to create a turnover for their secondary, this is going to be a long night for Clemson. I don't see how, if they can't create that matchup problem, because this offense of LSU is historic and it's dominant and it goes in bunches. And if you make this an offensive shootout, you can't win.
Right.
I'm literally saying that you cannot beat them this year.
And
This year.
And it's crazy I'm saying that I think Venables will give this LSU their biggest challenge yet.
I believe
and I'm still saying LSU going to score 38 points. But it's not going to be that kind of 38 points where they just scoring like that. Scoring like that. I think it's going to come down to LSU being able to flip the field position and having to go 60 instead of going 80 or going 50 instead of going 75 or 80.
Right.
And I think that's going to be the difference why LSU can put up 38 points.
Right. If they make this an offensive shootout between your first overall pick this year and between the quarterback and the first overall pick for 2021, pending any significant injury, they're going to lose this game. And I think Dabo Swinney and I think Venables know that. They're going to have to slow them down somehow. They're going to have to create some turnovers from their secondary. If they cannot do that in this game, they're going to lose. I think that's their best shot of having the opportunity to beat this team this season. These guys are so good with Marshall, Chase, Jefferson, Thaddeus Moss, Kyle Elgey, Joe Burrow. They are so dynamic this year, and they're clicking on awesome. If they can't get this team, and what Clemson's going to have to also do, to me, to win this game, they're going to have to win in time of possession. If they cannot win in time of possession in this football game, you cannot go out there and try to – you can't afford 3 downs.
Right.
You cannot have these 1 minute, 2 minute, possessions, and you're putting the football back to these people. If you do that, you're going to lose, and it's going to get out of hand fast. But if Clemson can do something for Trevor Lawrence, get first downs, maintain the clock, and eventually score a touchdown, they got a shot. But if they can't do those things, and I don't think they will.
Right.
I got LSU winning this game. To me, they score 41. Clemson has 24. That's my outcome. Coach in.
Man, look, they ain't got a shot in hell against my team. I'm telling you why, man. Fuck all that shit y'all talking about, man. I'm just being real. Just being real. First of all, thank y'all for acknowledging that my team was going to win. Thank you. Look, I told y'all from the summer. Y'all laughed at me. Told you my boy was going to win the Heisman. We was going to win it all. We here now, baby. Look, I don't want to hear none of that. Sunshine been here before. This and other. Guess what? Joe Brady never been to the SEC championship before. Won that bitch. He never been to the goddamn college football playoff. All he do is just break all the records in that bitch. So look, I don't want to hear none of that stuff, man. Look, then on the other side,
in the first half.
Look, Joe Burrow is not the. I'm gonna try to do this, or I'm gonna show off my talent. First play of the game last year, the national championship, Tua tried to show off his arm or his arm strength and accuracy to fit the ball in between two defenders. Picked off. ball game was history. Look, y'all ain't got those cats no more. Ain't no look. Christian Wilkins can't shoot up for you. Dexter Lawrence can't shoot up for you. Kalen Farrer can't shoot up for you. That shit over with, Coach. Look, then what you gonna do with Isaiah Simmons? All right, are you gonna have him spy Clyde Edwards-Helaire? That mean you leaving everybody else 1-on-1. All right. If you say, look, he's gonna play the safety role, it's over with. He can't run with these guys. Look, he's special. Don't get it twisted. He's a special kid. But look, this is what I think. This is what the biggest part of bringing Joe Brady on the staff is. You see the true difference between the college and the NFL game. Schematically, it's nothing. Look, you blitz him, he's the best quarterback against the blitz. You play man-to-man against him, he's the best quarterback against man-to-man. You play the zone against him, guess what? He's also the best against zone. There's only one team that LSU struggled with. Auburn. And look what the fuck Auburn got up front. First round. The year after, first round. That's what Clemson had 2 years ago. Look, that's the only team that stopped us from getting dirty. Everybody else ain't been close. It's not been close. Outside of the fluke points that Ole Miss was getting.
So I think Florida defense played pretty good against LSU.
They didn't stop us from getting dirty points.
I'm saying no, but when I watched that game, the whole game, Florida defense did a good job against LSU. Like LSU wasn't getting what they wanted when they wanted it.
Yeah, but Terrence Marshall didn't play either. I think he's hurt.
Yeah, that's your first game without Terrence Marshall. But then I watched at the time the best cornerback in the league get torched by Jamal Chase. Not Jamal Chase, no slouch. But then look, flip it to your defense. Beginning of the season, Chase Armstrong wasn't healthy. Rashad Lawrence wasn't healthy. The only healthy guy up front was Jacob Phillips and Glenn Logan.
And Glenn Logan was hurt a lot this year.
Now, everybody's healthy. You get Divinity back. Chase on has been unblockable the last 6 games. All right? Fulton is starting to play like he's supposed to now. People are starting to shy away from Stingley. Grant, oh my God, it's starting to look like the Grant that he was supposed to look like all season. Now, granted, he was hurt most of the season, but what that allowed was Jacoby Stevenson to flourish.
You know, he had a hell of a year.
You know, Kerry Vincent is starting.
No,
Jacoby Stevens had a hell of a year.
Yeah, Jacoby Stevens had number 3.
Yeah, Jacoby Stevens had a hell of a year.
He had a hell of a year.
Look, now, what you gonna have now, and then what the Oklahoma game showed pretty much. Look, the CeeDee Lamb didn't get shit on the outside. His plays came from when they moved him in the slot. Yeah, he got matchup problems. You know what I'm saying? But like he had 82 yards out of the 82 yards receiving. 60 came on one play.
Right.
You know, so look, I'm telling you, this is it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna be because the one thing that I've seen, LSU has shown that they can score fast, slow, a whole bunch of points, and they already have the counter for what you're trying to do to them. They already have the counter because it's been multiple times that they run the same. They hurry up, they run the same exact play, and you thinking it's going to this person, and they know. Look, all right, you showed us too high this time. Now your next adjustment to this look is cover 3. We already got it's the same play. He already know we going to cover 3. Then I think what makes the real thing that gets it going is the ability for Joe Burrow, even if he gets hit, to pop up like ain't shit happen. What's the next play? Right. Let's go. And my thing is, I think it showed it. Clemson showed it against Ohio State. Now, don't get it twisted. Ohio State is no slouch, but it was a slow start. LSU has not had a slow start all year.
They was down 16 in Ohio State, huh?
Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, you look at like the timely plays that they need, no matter what. Going back to week 2, it's a close game against Texas. Everybody it's still early in the season. It's third and forever. You thinking it's a run? All it is a damn. They draw a damn slant route to the damn house.
Or a drag.
Yeah, it was a slant.
It was a drag.
It was a slant.
He
was a slant.
He ran up the field. He got flat. He got flat. He ran across. He took
a slant route. He took a slant route and then he broke it off. It started his.
It really was a dig.
Yeah,
it really did.
To be honest, cut the apples on.
But Joe Burrow did a hell of a job maneuvering in that pocket.
The hulu.
And threw that bit.
Oh
my God!
You know while getting hit,
that was a Heisman moment.
You know what I'm saying? But then, I watched. He had like 3 this year. That was one. That was the first one. The play against Georgia. Oh my God! The getting sacked, get out about that motherfucker. Just you know what I'm saying. Then the play against Oklahoma with Terrence Marshall. That's another one. You going out of bounds with the best defender coming at you and have the wherewithal to just and like right on the money.
Right.
Look, I just don't. There's no Mackenzie Alexander over there. There's no. This guy is eliminated. That race is not there. The front 7, and look, this offensive line, man. Look, Damian Lewis was probably LSU's best offensive lineman. Went out in the Oklahoma game. They replaced him with Aaron Ingram, who was supposed to be the starter that year, this year anyway, but he had some legal issues going on, and Joe Burrow didn't get sacked. They didn't miss a beat. Look, and then you got to save Clyde Edwards-Helaire. You know, Chris Curry, who a lot of people thought was after this year transfer portal. Look, Sean, look, Zachary Evans. I don't know if he want to sign a national letter of 10 over here because look, they got 2 right here. I'm still here. You
gonna wait?
You know, it's just phenomenal what we've been doing.
And that's what I'm saying. Like Clemson gonna have to have a time of possession to where they're gonna have to win that matchup to have a shot. You go out there and you go down 16 to these people. You can wrap this up, cuz. Turn the channel. Because the tempo at what they talk about, and it goes back to coaching about the D-line. Again, you lost 3 guys to the NFL draft with 2 or 3 first-round picks. And Fulton, Lawrence, and Wilkins. If you can't stop these guys, if you can't control the line of scrimmage with these people, turn the channel. Wrap this up.
I ain't turning shit.
Nah,
you can watch the whole thing. I'm talking about.
This is one of the key matches I'm looking forward to seeing on Monday night. Christian Fulton, Stingley against Justin Ross and T. Higgins.
Yeah.
Because these 2 receivers are long and athletic, and they can run. We know what Fulton and Stingley can do, but we know what Higgins and Ross can do too, and we know what kind of quarterback Lawrence is, and he believes in those guys, and he's going to give Fulton and Stingley all opportunity to make plays. So I'm curious to see how that matchup's going to go because that's going to be a great matchup on those 2 on both sides of the field.
Now, granted, like LSU, it's one of those things like LSU seen this before. Clemson hasn't yet. Week 2, we just talked about it. Colin Johnson was every bit of 6'6". The other kid is 6'5", something like that. Mm-hmm. Clearly towered,
but they're not as talented as these 2.
Not granted that. But then you talk about when it comes to a jump ball is a jump ball. If you're drawing it deep, you know what I'm saying, the height advantage and all that stuff, and now they held against that, but also that's without a pass rush. You didn't have no pass rush that game,
right?
Sam Elliott looked at like he could come out early and be the way he was playing that game because there was no pass rush. You got a pass rush now. I think, to be honest, if you limit the big plays from ETN and you make Lawrence, you put the game on Lawrence. Because, look, last year the game was on Lawrence, but let's face it. Name me Alabama DBs from last year.
Tony Brown.
Yeah.
Levi Wallace. Pat Surtain.
I don't think it's Tony Brown. And Surtain was the first.
Nobody was
looking over there like that transferred from LSU.
Or Savion
Smith. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't looking over there like.
Pat was good, but he was a true freshman.
Yeah, you looking over there like there's some people even saying, look, Stingley shouldn't play after next year.
I'm saying that.
You know
I'm saying that.
You know, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was. This is what I'm like. This is what you're looking at across field this year compared to what you looking across the field last year. The kid shouldn't play after his sophomore year. That kid is a first round pick. That kid is a first round pick. This damn rush in is top 15 pick. Shit. You wasn't saying that last year.
No, he wasn't.
Outside, you were saying, look, see that guy right there? He going top 3.
Quinn.
Everybody else?
No. Question mark.
Who are they? Prove to me. And look, they showed it. They showed
It
it.
goes to a point of, like I said, Clemson going to have to win the turnover battle in time of possession. They don't win those battles on Monday night, wrap them up. And it's not nothing against Dabo and his team. I think they're a heck of a football team. I think they got heck of a football players. This team, this season, is just different. The tempo and the plays they are making. Them people do not win the time of possession, and they don't win that turnover battle. Wrap them up. They can't beat this team without creating turnovers and not winning that time of possession. They're not that good of a football team this year. To beat them. They're a great football team. They just can't beat them that way.
I hate to sound like a broken record, too. Look, we all know it. Iron sharpens iron. Look at the schedule. This team, look at the schedule. This offense had to go against. Look at the schedule. That offense had to go
They're supposed to lose to North Carolina.
You know what I'm saying? Look, this is like it was. Like I said, but now G did bring up. Look, all right. When you think like this, think of like the top, like out of the top 10 defenses this year in college football, LSU is lined up against 3 of them fuckers, and only like one held them to under 30. They dominated the other 3. Now, granted, like Alabama was a you know it got closer, you know, as the game went along, but at first you was like shit. Did they who the home team here?
Right.
And then I take two. Look, who's hungrier? Like a lot of people say, look, is Clemson been here before? Yeah. How hungry are you to win it again?
I think they definitely motivated because everybody been saying they're in a weak conference. They haven't played anybody. It wasn't a true number one. You know, Dabo has a lot of bulletin material to play with.
He do. But,
okay, but at the end of the day, what it comes down to is LSU just a better team.
Better team.
Top to bottom, they're a better team. But that's not to say that Clemson can't come in here and shock the world.
Right.
Clemson could very well come in here and play lights out and block a punt and have a strip sack fumble. Things like that can happen.
Turnovers.
But if LSU plays to the best of their ability and Clemson plays to the best of their ability, LSU wins. And but I do think it's gonna be a good game. I mean, y'all talking about gonna be a blowout. I don't see that at all. I just think a Dabo Swinney team is not about to come in the national championship and get blew out. I don't see it. I do think LSU wins by 2 possessions, but I don't see them getting blew out.
I see a blowout only because I don't think they can create the turnovers necessary.
Look, people said
that makes sense.
People didn't think a Nick Saban team could get goddamn blown out in the national championship. Look what the hell happened to them. Shit.
When I say blowout, I mean like
records are meant to be broken.
But I'm saying that because Clemson offense is very high powered, and you know you got 3 for sure high first round picks on your offense with T. Higgins, Justin Ross, and Trevor Lawrence. Etienne probably a second round pick,
correct,
depending on who you're talking to. And you know that means something.
Yeah,
that means something. Look, now the weak link of Clemson is the defense. They're young, they're inexperienced. They just don't. They next year,
yeah,
that front seven is going to be pretty damn good.
Right.
But this year they just don't have it on the front seven of the ball. I think they DB. I think their corners are pretty good. But their defense is going to have their work cut off on them.
I like AJ Terrell. I think he's a really good corner. I like AJ Terrell.
Yeah. I like the other corner too. I forgot his name.
I can't know one. He's pretty good.
Look, man.
But they gonna have their work cut off on them Monday night.
Look how this team started out against Bama. Judy, by all accounts, to people said was the best wide receiver in college football. First round pick. Ruggs is gonna be a first round pick. Taylor's gonna be a first round pick next year. Quarterback, had he not got hurt, you know, they don't see would probably be the number 1 pick.
Mm-hmm.
the first person to score on them was Jalen Waddle, and that was on a punt return.
Right.
You know, the offense didn't. It was 3 and out.
Now, hold up now. Now, we know what happened on that first possession. Bama was moving that ball on the field to some kind of way. Casper, the friendly ghost, knocks the ball out of his hand. The ball just falls on the ground.
Hey,
let's not talk stupid.
Hey, we can talk point shape.
Ain't nobody hit the ball out of his hand for crying out loud. Nobody was even 5 feet within it.
No, he shouldn't have been jerking off before the game. That's his fault.
Just saying.
He fucked up his pregame routine.
Just saying.
Yeah. Also, he had a 2 minute drill.
So you saying
he had a 2 minute drill going to try to close a gap. What did he do? Interception. Pat McQueen. We score again.
Yeah, sure did.
And then I saw him go bounce over bag. Get that.
Oh yeah, look.
Go 99 climb.
Look. Tay went bananas. Tay went bananas. This is true. Tay didn't know. I say who didn't go bananas?
Joe Judy.
Can't win them all, goddamn it. He win some.
He was bananas the year before.
I tell you who did. I tell you who else didn't go bananas. Goddamn him Ruggs. Tell you who else didn't go bananas. Jalen Waddle. But I tell you who did go bananas. Tay and goddamn Najee Harris. That's a big name.
And Jamal Chase.
Yeah, Jamal Chase went bonkers.
Bonkers.
Joe Burrow went. Give me that Heisman. You know, look, I'm just. When I'm saying like when you just pull out the tape and you look at who both teams played against, it's like we seen a fucking high power offense.
Yeah,
we seen a high power. We seen big receivers. We seen dynamic running quarterbacks. We see, look, and we prevailed. Like, yeah, they prevailed, but we ain't see nothing. Look, as vaunted as Ohio State was, they didn't have what LSU had. Not offensively. And I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I know we time. Look, to me, to be honest with you, I don't see what the hype is over Chase. Yeah, I said it.
When you say the hype, you don't know the hype. You mean like when they say they think he one of the best defensive ends to come through college football in the last 10 years, or are you saying you don't see the hype with him going top 3?
No, top. Look, he gonna go because it's a pass rusher league.
So you wouldn't pick him top 3?
Me personally, I'm just being honest with what I seen. He's dominant. He is dominant against inferior talent. But when you go here, he's dead in the water. He has no. Now I will say this: if you stand him up, watch out. You might have something. Before starting off with your hand in the damn ground in the league.
So what you're saying is
he will Aaron Curry out.
Ooh.
He will Aaron Curry out. Look. I'm not
from Wake Forest.
I
forgot about that one.
Look, I'm looking at just like pure technique and what he does. He doesn't play against power well. Now, every offensive lineman in the league is or the tackle is not a finesse guy. Some people beat you with power, like a David Penn. Look, Ryan Ramczyk, he's not gonna finesse you. He's gonna beat you with power first, then he's gonna school you. Armstead is the finesse one,
right?
But
so what you're saying?
I watched Clemson. I watched Michigan State. I watched Michigan all block him 1-on-1, and he didn't get a tackle.
So what you're saying is that
he didn't get
but he had 16 sacks
against.
But I'm saying that's still impressive. He had 16 games in 4 games.
I'm looking at like down the road when he started playing with teams like a little better, like people forgot he was even playing against Wisconsin. He was and he was getting moved. People like I was hearing.
Wisconsin got the guy he was going to is going first round.
Clemson guy ain't.
Got a point there.
Clemson guy ain't.
He might be young.
Clemson guy ain't.
Might be.
I say when you posted, these people was comparing him to Joey Bosa. They was comparing him to the Bosa brothers. I'm like, where? Where? Look, but my thing is like, and look, I've seen it happen before. I've seen phenomenal guys who just one track, and then the league can't do shit. Alden Smith found out real quick, and he started hitting, and he got strong. But then the 49ers, credit to Harbaugh, he was like, hey, they're like, look, put him next to Justice Smith.
What for Alden Smith?
It was Justice Smith gonna beat you, and now you got Dan. I watched Kiki Mingo, who was phenomenal, and then get to the league. Look, that speed shit don't work too much when this guy is 6'8" and can go here, and you can't lean back into it. You get bounced. I watched Arden Key, who could first step phenomenal. I watched as great as Alex Brown was in college. It didn't take him to like year 5 or 6. Like, all right, when he started thickening up at the Browns, like, all right, but by then, like, it was too little, too late. Right. You know what I'm saying? You look to me when I'm looking at like Bosa deserved that pick. Both of the Bosas, Peppers, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not just looking. I'm looking at Clowney. Yeah. Look at what they was like. Miles. Look at what they was doing. They was beating you with speed and power. You just speed coming in, unless you go into a 3-4 scheme where I could put a space eater out there like the 49ers did with Justice Smith, he gonna struggle. I'm just being like, nah.
That's a good point.
You know, I'm just telling you.
Understandable.
That's a good point.
You go ahead. He made, like I said, he's a top overall, pick in this draft. Like I said, the Redskins are on the clock to me. So Ron Rivera got, does he have another Peppers on his hand? Or?
Man, he's a defensive minded person.
Yeah, so. I mean, we know where he's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's not gonna go there, but I'm just saying if you're a Redskins fan and you thinking you about to get
the next Julius Peppers or the next
until he beefs up and
his body look good now. But his body look good.
But he don't play with power.
Right.
He play with I'm out athletic. And when I'm 6'8" and I'm athletic going this way, I'm not athletic. If we race, yeah, you gonna win there, but I'm athletic enough to do this, and I hit you with this 400-pound bench press with one hand, and you can't lean back into the fight. Look, we gonna run at you first. We gonna let you get your little dance on. You know what I'm saying? But I know we ain't there yet. We were talking about Ohio State, so I just had to
get it out. Get out.
But the kid look good. The kid look good. No homo.
Well, listen, guys, that's our show. FanView, Real Fans Talk Sports. Like, subscribe to the page if you're on Facebook. It's good to have you guys back.
Good.
It really is. It really is. Start the 2020 off.
And to all my fellow brothers of Phi Beta Sigma, happy Founders Day out there. Go Mob!
Who you with? Ice, who you with?
Nah, that ain't us.
Well, listen, that's our show, guys. Listen, subscribe to our page. See y'all again next Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m. FanView, Real Fans Talk Sports. And listen, I'm going to give a quick shout out, to one of our local own, not our show, but before Weeby,
Take the hose off the heat.
Rest in peace for him today. We found out a few hours down here in New Orleans that, he's passed away. So shout out to Fifth Ward Weeby down here in New Orleans. I got anything to say? G-Sports?
I'm looking for a prosperous, healthy, wealthy 2020. And I'm glad we're able to do this show. What is it? About my third year? Second year? Third. It's my third year. Third year. Blessed to be going into my third year on FanView Live. I think big things are coming for us, bro. We just gotta keep being consistent and keep giving the fans what they want.
Yeah, it is. Well, listen, y'all, that's our show. Again, subscribe to the page, and we're gonna see y'all next week. See who's holding that natty. That natty. That trophy. Who if Clemson win this game? Gotta hold it down for Louisiana, LSU. Gotta hold it down. Tulane winning. I think Louisiana, who that is? Louisiana Lafayette won?
Yeah, all of Louisiana won.
I can't believe.
Well, what's up, everybody? This is boy Coach Hurricane here. You can follow me on Facebook at Henry Singleton or on Twitter at HenryHayoU15.
Listen, this is your boy Fred. Listen, you can follow me on Facebook at Brandon Fred Jones, or you can follow me